Hi guys, today I wanted to share some dinner ideas that take 5 minutes or less to prep. You guys know I love to cook and I have shared lots of recipes on my channel, but we all have days that are incredibly busy and we really need something quick and easy to make for dinner. So I'm going to be sharing some meals that I make on a regular basis that are quick and easy but still delicious. This is a collab with my friend Catherine from Do It on a Dime. If you are stopping by from her channel, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. I hope you enjoy this video and I would love to have you subscribe. If you haven't watched Catherine's video yet, I will leave a link in the description box for you to check it out, and you'll definitely want to subscribe to Do It on a Dime. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. I've been watching her for a long time and she has so many great ideas. She is very budget friendly and she uses a lot of things from the Dollar Tree, and she's incredibly creative and very genuine. You will love her, so definitely check her out after this video. So let's go ahead and get started and I'll show you some quick and easy meals.
Here I have salmon, roasted broccoli, and quinoa. What's great about this meal is you can cook everything at the same time. You don't dirty up very many dishes at all, and it's under 5 minutes to prepare.
So I am going to cook some quinoa in my rice cooker here. And if you don't have a rice cooker, no problem. You can cook it on the stovetop and do the same method. So I always do the 2-to-1 ratio when cooking rice or quinoa, which simply means that I have 2 cups of quinoa here and I am going to do 4 cups of water. So you basically just double the amount of water. So I added my water and I am going to cook my quinoa. And if you're wondering, I am using the organic tricolor quinoa from Trader Joe's, but any quinoa will do. Here I have my salmon and my broccoli in a baking dish. You want to make sure that you cut it into smaller pieces so that it cooks the same amount of time that the salmon cooks. So if you have some really thick pieces, you can just cut them down. So we're going to drizzle this with a little olive oil.
I like to use this lemon pepper grinder from Trader Joe's and just sprinkle it over the salmon and the broccoli. I also like to sprinkle a little pink salt over top of the salmon and broccoli. If you don't have pink salt, it's no problem at all. You can just use regular salt.
Then you can add some lemon slices to give it additional really great lemon flavor. And we're going to pop it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. So here it is, everything cooked at the same time. And for the quinoa, I juiced the rest of the lemon. I added a drizzle of olive oil, a little bit of the lemon pepper, and some of the pink salt. I also added a little mint, which is optional. It's really great tasting with this meal.
Next up, we have chicken Caesar salads. These are a favorite in my family. My boys love them and they are so easy to prepare.
The first thing that you're going to do is marinate your chicken breast. To make it easy and quick, I just use this Caesar dressing from Trader Joe's, but any Caesar dressing that you like will work. You'll just pour a couple tablespoons right over top of your chicken breast. I usually do 1 large chicken breast per salad. Then you can cover this and refrigerate it for at least 4 hours. So if you want to do it the night before or early in the morning, the rest is really simple. So we went ahead and grilled the chicken, and you can cook the chicken in the skillet or bake it if you'd like. Just cook it until it's no longer pink. We have some romaine lettuce, shredded Parmesan cheese, the sliced grilled chicken and croutons, and then we are going to add this Caesar dressing.
Next up, we have my vegetable soup. This is vegan. It's incredibly easy to make. You basically just throw everything in the slow cooker and it does all of the work for you. If you don't have a slow cooker, no worries. I'll let you know how to make it on the stovetop.
You will need 6 cups of vegetable broth. You can either make your own or you can use store-bought. You're going to need either one 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes or two 14.5-ounce cans, whatever you have on hand. The 1 ounce of tomatoes isn't going to make a big difference. You'll need 2 medium potatoes, and you'll want to dice those so that they're not too large so they can cook and get nice and tender. You'll need 3 medium carrots sliced thin, about 1.5 cup of fresh green beans. You'll want to trim those, and then I usually just cut them in half. If you have a really long one, you can just cut it into 3 pieces. You'll need 2 stalks of celery sliced thin, 1 small onion chopped, and then 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1 cup of frozen corn. You'll need some salt and pepper to your taste, and then about 1 to 2 teaspoons of dry thyme. You'll also want to add 1 teaspoon of sugar, and this is just going to cut down the acidity of the tomatoes, and that's it. You throw everything into the slow cooker.
You'll want to cook your soup on high for about 6 hours. Just test it and make sure your vegetables are nice and tender. I also recommend giving the soup a taste because you might want to adjust the seasoning a little bit. You can add more thyme or salt and pepper, but it's really delicious and hearty. If you don't have a slow cooker and want to make this on the stovetop, just put everything in a large pot, bring it to a boil, and let it simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes, again until your vegetables are nice and tender. This soup is great paired with some crusty bread or rolls. I made my homemade rolls. They do take longer than 5 minutes. I'll leave the recipe just in case you're interested. If you have no time to make bread or rolls, no worries at all. You can pick some up at your bakery. Here I have grilled chicken, grilled potatoes, and grilled zucchini. I make this meal or a variation of this meal often because there's almost no prep.
So here I have my chicken breast marinating in Italian dressing. You can either use a favorite Italian dressing that you purchase from the store or make your own. If you forget to marinate, you could do barbecued grilled chicken breast. We do that a lot. You can marinate with ranch dressing, or you could do a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and your favorite herbs or spices, maybe like oregano or basil. So those are just some options for an easy grilled chicken breast. Then we have some potatoes here, and I've already baked these. You could do that the day before, or if you happen to have baked potatoes the day before, just make a few extra. And then I just slice them in half, and then I have my zucchini here, and I just cut it into long slices so that it's not going to fall apart on the grill. So really simple. I am just going to brush my potatoes with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to do the same with the zucchini. And then I just added a little freshly ground pepper and some pink salt, and it's ready for the grill. You can just throw everything on the grill all at the same time. It takes about 15 minutes, and then dinner is ready.
Next up, we have my slow cooker Mexican-inspired chicken chili.
I usually prepare a slow cooker meal on Sunday because we come home from church and we are so hungry, and we eat our large meal in the afternoon after our morning service at church. So in order to make it easy, I prepare my slow cooker meal the night before. So it's Saturday evening, and I am getting everything ready. I'm making my chicken chili, which is incredibly easy to make. You basically just throw everything in the slow cooker and it cooks for you. And when you come home, all you have to do is shred the chicken really quickly, but it's so moist that it basically falls apart. Anyway, so I wanted to share a couple tips with you. Now, all of you might not go to church on Sunday, but this is a great idea for a lot of you. If you don't have time in the morning to get everything ready in the slow cooker, you can definitely put everything in your slow cooker and just put the crock in the refrigerator and take it out when you're ready to heat it. I've done this probably 100 times, and I've never had any problems with it because the slow cooker is heating so slowly. You don't have to worry about it cracking with the change in temperature or anything like that. Another thing is slow cookers can be a big pain to clean sometimes if food sticks to the side. So I like to spray mine really well. You can just use olive oil spray or coconut oil or whatever you like to use to spray your pans before you put everything in. So like I said, this literally is just dump everything in the slow cooker. I've already shared this recipe, so I'll link that video below. But I have a couple of chicken breasts here, my onion, garlic, and cilantro, pinto beans, fire roasted tomato, corn, cumin, chili powder, coriander, salt, and pepper. And like I said, I'm just gonna dump it in there, put this in the fridge, and then in the morning, all I have to do is turn it on and it's ready for us when we get home.
This Mexican-inspired chicken chili is great with cornbread, or you can even make it easy and serve it with tortilla chips.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you give any of these dinner ideas a try. And again, if you haven't watched Catherine's video, you can check the link below and go ahead over to Do It on a Dime and watch her video. Thanks so much for watching.